beautiful people. Today is a big day for me because I finally have the rear suspension. So the whole suspension on this bike is finished. I need to tweak it a little bit, the settings, but I will do that in another day. I've already messed around with it. Also, I have this new chin mount for the camera and the microphone. So, new camera angle, at least in my opinion, much better and much more immersive. And I'm again in Kokořínsko, where it's one of the best spots to set up the suspension. Many really beaten roads in here, and plenty of opportunities to test it. And right now I'm heading to a spot where I would shoot a video as a long-term review of my Furiosa, as well as all the custom parts on it. So I just want to find a nice spot where I would be uninterrupted with tourists, with some nice background. And that was a bird. I'm not sure, you wouldn't probably see it because of the camera angle. It was like second time it happened to me. A bird has changed its mind very unexpectedly, and it seemed to me like I had to hit him. I didn't feel anything, but the bird has like 200 grams or something like that, so I don't even think that's possible to feel it. So I hope it wasn't the case. They are pretty agile, so hopefully he still lives. It was raining a lot, a couple of days, including today's. As you can see, I don't have ideal setup, like I have light boots. Other than that, it's kind of okay, but if I planned a little bit better, I would have taken a different kind of pants as well, so I can go off-road and don't worry that I will have my pants to work dirty. I still want to go a little bit off-road, but I hope it will be gentle with mud. If not, I will find a different place. I'm definitely not in a mood today to fall from it. And yeah, as I said, like a couple of days in a row was rain, so there is a lot of mud everywhere. I have to test the angles of the camera. I done that before, but I've moved with it a little bit because yesterday, like third of the screen was the handlebars, and while I'm riding like that, it's okay. while I'm riding faster and I lean forward more, which would look like that. I need to see, what do you see? And with the suspension, as I said, I'm nearly there. It's just a few clicks left or right to really fine-tune it. But overall, it is really recognizable and feels much better. In general, it is firmer, but occasionally I have a bigger hit from rebound from time to time, so I want to set this up a little bit better. And I was thinking, like, the reason why I was doing it myself is that the way how suspension works on bikes is the same as mountain bikes, and I was doing it for years with every new shock or fork. And on mountain bikes the settings are even more complex, I would say, because on mountain bikes you can set up low speed compression and rebound and high speed compression and rebound separately. I'm not sure if there are some shocks or forks on motorbikes which can do that. And basically I always go to a place where I know it will be bumpy, so in case of mountain bike a lot of roots and then some jumps for the big hits. That's the high compression speed and rebound. And I'm basically doing exactly the same on Furiosa, except right now I'm focusing on the road suspension setup, and after I will be happy with that and there will be a better weather, or let's say the roads will be drier than now, I will start off-roading a little bit more again, and I will mess around with the settings for off-road. And I was thinking, like, it's just 4 screws, right? So it's 15 minutes and I'm done. But I was very, very far from truth, from the reality. And the reason was one of the bushings on the old suspension kind of melted, got stuck on the frame, so I had to get rid of it somehow. So a little bit of WD-40 and pincers, and it was gone. I thought I will be able to do it myself. Another mistake. You definitely need a second pair of hands, because even though you are changing the shock on one side and then on the other side, even like that, the bike sits down on the one side where you replaced the suspension, and you need a second pair of hands to pull the bike higher so you can fit it nicely. I wouldn't say the second pair of hands need some kind of strength or something. My wife helped me. It was like barely possible, but we did it. So extra pair of hands, and be prepared that there might be some problem like the stuck bushing or something like that. In the end, I was doing it for 3 hours. I know that sounds long. I was surprised as well, and that includes the first setup of the preload, first setting of the compression and rebound in my garage, just sitting on a bike. And after those 3 hours, I took the bike outside and I continued on the road. Just make sure, if you would be doing the same, that you've tightened all the screws correctly, and I recommend going easy for the first couple of miles. Then check if everything is fixed like it should be, and then you can continue and be happy with your new suspension. And in here I was going to try to test, but no way. Okay, in that case I will try this road. That looks much better, and this will be a first test. Wow. Okay, so I will be dirty anyway, I guess. Yeah, I'm looking. Yeah, nice rocks in here. That could work, but I will check even further if there isn't some better place. And I have to say, this is only a couple of hundreds of meters. I'm going slow speed because I don't want to be too dirty, let's say. But even standing, I feel a big difference on the bike. I'm really happy, and after I tune it the way I like it, some bigger off-roading may begin. Okay, it looks like here there could be a nice spot. This looks like a road to some buildings. Or maybe I will, well, in there it looks there is some cellar. Yes, very nice, very nice. Okay, now the ground will be soft, probably very soft. So where do we have some support? Okay. Okay, it could be expected, but it will help anyway. Okay, now I can find a better one, or a rock. This looks nice. Nice. Hi guys, so this is it. Furiosa after a year and a half or 4 months, like something like that. And finally everything I wanted to do is done. I'm not saying I want add more parts or change some other parts. I will definitely do. It's kind of an addiction, I guess. And yeah, as I mentioned, I was waiting for the rear suspension for months. Like 2 others were a fail. I got a different one. Now finally I have this one. I have 35,000 kilometers on Furiosa, all season, all weather condition, all terrain except snow. And a spoiler alert, it's a great bike. I totally love it. Like, it's great first bike, which was my case, beginner's bike. Right now I would enjoy a little bit more power from the engine. On the other hand, especially comparing to the Yamaha XSR 900, I've done a review before. This is so calm bike. You can rip it as well, like up to 100, let's say 0 to 100. It behaves like a regular bike. It has acceleration, etc. But after 100, it's not powerful enough, and that makes it a perfect cruiser or a bike for adventures where you want to see what's ahead of you or around you. You don't have to stress about dealing with the throttle. It won't punish you in any case, I would say. I'm really happy with the bike, and we'll see if I will keep it or not. That depends what will be my second bike in a year or 2 or 3, or I don't know where, I don't know when. I have plenty of videos on my channel. All of those are from this bike, so I won't be doing the regular handling, twisties, acceleration, speed, brakes, etc. because all the content is from there, so you can see those videos and you can judge for yourself. I was delivering meals on this bike in Prague, big city, during winter, like 3 degrees of Celsius, cobblestones, rails from trams, etc. Line splitting, everything. Like it feels to me as nimble as a scooter. Fuel consumption of this bike, 4 liters per 100 kilometers is quite good. The tank is 12 liters, but the last liter is not usable. I've tested it. I ran out of fuel and I had to pull out the bike with a service to go to a gas station, and it was a good lesson. I would do that with every bike, every new bike, I guess. And especially now with the comparison to Yamaha XSR 900, which had 6 liters per 100 kilometers fuel consumption. This bike can do more kilometers than the Yamaha, for instance. Like in my mind, I am able to do up to 250 kilometers on this bike. But I'm usually doing it maximum after the 200, because on the dashboard, when you have the kilometers and you can count, so you don't forget to take another full tank. After the reserve mode switches on, the kilometers disappear, and it is replaced with information of how much liters are you spending from 0 in the reserve mode, which doesn't make sense at all. So if I wouldn't tested it, I wouldn't know. And on the reserve mode, it's maximum 2 liters you can do, and after that you won't start the engine. ergonomy and comfort, again, after the Yamaha XSR 900, this is perfectly comfortable bike. I will be doing adventures on it, like 400 kilometers per day, no problem. The seat could be better. Maybe that will be one of the things I will try to test. If the higher seat means it will be softer, I will change it. If it means it's just higher, and there's no reason to replace it for me. Yeah, another thing, after the Yamaha XSR 900 brakes, I will be definitely thinking about changing the front brake, because the braking power of this bike is not ideal. If you really rip it, if you are like cruising, it's good enough, but for hard braking, it's not the best, definitely. So that might be my next bigger change. I've already seen some video about the guy from US. He was replacing the front brake with Brembo. I don't care if it's Brembo or some other brand. I care about a bigger braking, I don't know how it's called, a bigger brake, and much better braking power. If that's not possible, I will do some research. If that's not possible, I will leave it like it is. Obviously, the best change would be 2 calipers, but it's not realistic on this bike. And with that said, I will grab the camera and I will do walk around with all the different parts I've changed and why. Okay, so I will take it from front to rear, left to the right. This front rack, I believe that will be something which will cause hate or love opinions. I kind of like it, how it looks, but I really use it on my adventures. I having here a bag with all the electronics. Here I can recharge those while I'm riding. One of the recent updates are these blasters. I bought these by lucky accident, I would say. My buddy had a bike in service for a tire change. Then I was asking the mechanic if he knows how should I look for these, and he went to a garage, pull out these, we've measured it, and later at home I've installed those. They don't protect your hand from winter or gravel or something like that, but the reason I have those is they are they are indestructible, and they will be protecting my hands. And again, this might be hate or love opinion, but I like how it looks. Quad lock, obviously. Guards, engine guards, the additional lights. I have bash guard, but I will show you the bash guard from the other side. It looks like that from this side. This chain guard is the only unnecessary change, which is just for pure aesthetics, but I really like it, so I had to have it. Yeah, rear suspension, K-Tech Razor 4, I guess. Compressions, setup 30 clicks, rebound setup 32 clicks, and obviously preload. With that, I forgot to mention that I have changed the front cartridges, so I have rebound and compression on the fork as well, which is great. I had to change those in a service. That wouldn't be a task for me. there had to be done some cutting of the inside so the new ones fit in. So yeah, definitely a work for a mechanic. The price of the 4 cartridges was like 800 bucks, but with the work and the service it was like 12 or 1300 bucks to change the 4 cartridges. The rear suspension was something like that as well, like 300 bucks, something like that. I've changed those by myself. I have this holder rack for this bag. That's Honda original. This one is not Honda original. Very useful. Also could be hate or like. How does it change the looks of the bike? I like it pretty much, and with how I've attached my tools in here, it kind of uses the space, which without those I would agree that having a smaller fender ending somewhere in here with license plates would look much better, but with that this bike would be totally possible to custom built for a cafe racer with this change on the rear and with different handlebars. Anyway, I'm skipping. Yeah, the shock, I've told about that. I have this Kaufman exhaust pipe, which is great for me. I totally adore the sound of it. That's just great, and I will probably do a test afterwards as well, so it's in this video as well. The main practical reason why to change this is that the original one, which was kind of here, and my foot couldn't move. I was touching the pipe all the time, and it bothered me, especially while standing doing off-road. What's next? Yeah, the skid plate. The skid plate is already bent. I've hit it a couple of times, which means it saved the pipes a couple of times already. Yeah, and right now I don't care, it looks like that. I was thinking about buying a new one, but yeah, it would be a waste of money at this point, I guess. Another very practical thing is that I've bought this prolonged version, or this fender for making it longer, and right now it really looks good, because you can see in here this is a fresh mat, and this is the end, and before it was like half the way of the grill, so that's a really useful change for me as well. Also, I forgot to mention the levers I've changed myself. They are adjustable, and they are much shorter. The original one are like this long, which is total nonsense, because when you drop the bike for the first time you will break it definitely. Yeah, so it's probably everything, I guess. I will double check it again. Yeah, it's dirty, but as you saw on the way in here, it's wet and it's mud everywhere. So yeah, I don't care, it's a Scrambler. I think this fits the bike much more than if it's super clean. Right now the bike is still warm, so the sound is how it is most of the time. So this is my precious Furiosa. I hope you like the review. I hope you like or could be inspired by some of the custom parts I've changed on this bike. I mentioned the front brakes might be the next bigger thing for me to change, but otherwise mostly I will be just replacing the parts in case they are broken or something like that. I'm thinking about doing a custom airbrush design for the tank, but it's just visual and I tend to be really practical, so that will take a lot of time if it will happen at some point. The reason basically is that the original Honda sticker in here was very ugly to me, so I pulled it out, and unfortunately it remained like the glue in here remained there, so it's not ideal, and I would like to put there the name Furiosa ideally at some point. Other than that, the bike is mint. Tell me what you think in the comments below, and you can look forward to more bikes I will be borrowing this season, and you can look forward to some off-roading videos on Furiosa this year. That's it. Stay true.